Huh, bitch? You can't fucking make it. Then what the fuck are you doing? It's UD33, baby! You're fucking here. Bitch. The fuck you think this is? Get your fucking potassium, bitch. Don't dehydrate in the fucking UD. You should have learned by now, but you didn't. You should have packed your fucking bag, but you didn't. You should have fucking networked, but you didn't. What the fuck are you doing? What we gonna do today? Isn't that right, my sweet Kayla?
That is right, my sweeter Gab.
It's your girl, Bodega Gab.
You already know who it is, W Kayla. What is up? Yo, I can't believe it. UD33. What 33. Are we, bro, what are we doing? What's going on, bro?
Bigger. It's better than ever. We're getting crazy. We're getting sexy. G.O.D's missing. It's okay.
He'll show up. We miss him already.
Right. It's okay. He just he flies through the fucking ceiling. I know he will.
Oh, yeah.
But yo, that's what it is, baby. UD, we roll with the fucking punches. This is what it's about. It's about developing. It's about finding out what's right and what's wrong. But don't be too wrong, because we'll kick your ass out.
Yeah. Peace Patrol will fuck you up.
Yeah, because we got that now. Safe space.
Thank
you, Mr. Cardonin, for always providing that.
No, literally.
But yo, it's a good night. It's a Wednesday as usual. We ain't crazy. We got NFS back. What the fuck you thought this was? We missed him. He better have missed us, or we binned him up. But hey, he's like, what's your name again? No, I swear, no joke. If I went up to him right now, he'd be like, who are you? But that's okay, because I know who you are.
Right. He'd be like, oh, nice to meet you.
Right. Nah, I know he would know my face, but still, he would definitely be like, Boomstuff?
Who the fuck?
But yo,
Gab, what are you excited for?
Fucking everything. This one, I don't know. Like usually, but that's what I'm saying. Nardwar said it. He's like, if you're not nervous, then you shouldn't be doing this anymore. But like, yeah, today, I don't know. I showed up a little extra nervous. My stomach is flipping. They feeding us good today. Fucking curd. I don't know what that was. It seemed almost like pollo guisado. Like,
I think it was like a nice hybrid. It was a stew.
Yeah, some sort of stew. It was good shit.
Fucking delicious.
Oh my god. They're treating us right. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. That's what I'm saying. We got plates now. What the fuck?
Before we had to fight for our lives with some popcorn in a big ass bag.
That part.
Fucking, I'm excited to see the artists today. I feel like everyone is so motivated and so like there's like a new fire under a lot of these people because of this new venue, bigger, better, cooler venue.
And the more like you're really like, obviously, you know, people, we have passionate people at like previous UDs, but you have to be like super passionate this time around, because obviously you're paying like $20 a ticket, and that might like intimidate some people. But seriously, if you read that flyer, if you look at all the things we're doing, all of the things that you could gather from this night, it's once a month, baby. Fucking, you know, that's what I'm saying. If you're struggling and you leave this one, start saving from this day, you know? It's gonna be 1 month from now, but it's so worth it. You're getting so much shit. It's a good community, you know? Like, you're not fucking wasting your time. You're getting music, you're getting fucking networking, you're getting, you know, fucking, there's the paint in front of us. You're just getting so much shit. The career coaches, there's something for everybody.
Yeah, honestly, all you gotta do is put $1 a day away from Monday through Friday for the whole month, and you'll have your 20 for next month.
Exactly.
Right.
That's all you needed, baby. And that's what I'm saying. Just it's so many ways to better yourself, because yeah, it's a domino effect. You start coming here, you start thinking, you see all the people and what they're doing, and it just makes you want to do better.
How do you think you better yourself?
Like, wait, you said how do I better myself, or how have I? Like, wait,
how have you?
I still feel like a slacker a lot of the times. I fucking struggle with that, but overall, like, you know, I create, I fucking...
You like doing your thing.
Thank you. I fucking hope so. Even like when we're not doing Cherubs Talk, I try and like, you know, just little reels and little, just like fucking take time to like look up things and fucking learn about something that has to do with all of this shit, you know, just, yeah, stuff like that. Like, and I really, like, it's slow, but I have no doubt, like, these things are taking us places, and like, it's not as slow as I make it seem, but I don't know, because we've gone so far within the, like, fucking time that we've done this.
I always think about it. Every time we're here, or we're doing anything in like the studio, or we're working with another artist or anything, I'm like, bro, we used to really be in your bedroom on the floor with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, this guy is, don't leave your plate of food alone.
You going crazy.
It will get eaten. We're not gonna say who, no names.
Bones and all.
Bones and all.
He's sucking on that shit right now.
Sucking that marrow. But no, like realistically, like something that I've learned is like not to compare myself to others. Because in this field, in any field, really, like once you start comparing yourself to others, you really lose that motivation. Like, damn, I ain't doing shit. I ain't shit. Like, I should just fucking give up.
These people, they gon' give you a check. Nah, but also don't beat yourself up, because that's another thing. Like, it can be a lot. You're in front of like a bunch of creatives, and again, like we all know social media, we're for the most part only showing like the best parts of everything.
Yeah.
And you don't see most of the struggle. Like a lot of us do like to document that, but you know, for the most part, you want to show the highlights. You want to show the what's popping, and that can like turn your shit into, you know, I'm not doing enough. I'm not
Right.
But baby, take it at your own fucking pace. Just like, you know, whatever you can do, just do something a little creative for the day. Go on a fucking. There's that one book. I wish I knew the name of it. And it's like supposedly a great book for artists. I gotta find out the name. I'll mention it in the next one. This one dude, John. Do you remember how I told you that guy came up to me and Juliana and Jace when we were on her stoop?
Yeah.
Nadia's mother's friend, bro. Okay. He like even told us about the book, and it talks about like little things you can do as an artist, and one of them is like an art walk. You go on a walk and you just like take in certain things, and you know, and like use them as your muse, and like just find something that like you like, and like take it and create about it. Or you can wake up each day, kind of like you've mentioned, like not even necessarily a dream journal. He said, don't go on your phone, don't do anything. The second you wake up, just grab a book and write what comes to mind.
Yeah.
Just boom. And like, that'll take you so many places.
I think a lot of people need to give themselves that moment of a cool down. Honestly, like if you overwork yourself, you're gonna burn out, and then you're gonna be in this rot kind of mode where you feel like you can't get anything done. And when you do take these breaks from not just yourself, but from your art, like just like connect to who you are besides your art. Because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm a musician. That's all I am. That's all I got. But there's so much. You got your family. You got your friends. You got like other passions. I think when you take those breaks, really just reflect on yourself, and then like kind of like you find your muse, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm so inspired from the life around you. And I think a lot of people just need to take that moment to like step back and really see a bigger picture. A lot of people are so like, I'm only looking at this one thing, and they're missing everything else. Tunnel vision, yo, it's a blessing and a curse, you know, like. Yo, Kodak walking right now, what you doing?
I don't know, yo. I might act like I'm too cool, you know, like, oh, I don't see him.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, oh, what's up, bro?
No, we're
I'm gonna just dap him up. Ain't nothing crazy. Oh my God, Kodak Black featured artist. Bro, this shit will get so dummy bad.
surprise. No, you never know. I guess we'll never know.
Yo, everybody should like leave a comment if they want Kodak Black to come to New
Yo,
York.
tell that motherfucker. Everyone's in the comments right now. Kodak, like, come to me right now. Ah!
Kodak, come to Brazil, bro.
Kodak, please come to Brazil, bro. Nah. We're like, I don't know. Who is like one person you would love to see in this book? Who does Kayla like to listen to? I feel like I know somebody, but I don't want to.
Like somebody I want to see here?
Yeah.
I don't want to see fucking nobody. Nah, man. I don't know why, but Benny Blanco.
Eddie Blanco. That would be fucking crazy.
He just came to mind.
He's a huge fucking producer, bro. He's like
walks
been
in right
doing
now?
shit. That's like fucking scouting, bitch. I'd shit myself. He's not looking for no fucking podcast.
You don't know what he's looking for?
That's true.
But yeah, like realistically, like Manny Blanco comes in and he's like a career coach.
That'd be dope.
What about you?
Damn.
Who's your star? Who's your shining star?
I mentioned it recently. At this point, like, who knows when this episode drops, but it's not out yet. I had did a little artist interview with the studio, and I mentioned her, but her name is Chloe China. She's also a producer, but she's clearly, you know, a female. She's fucking, oh my god, she's just the coolest bitch. The first time I ever saw her, she has a bunch of, like, girl groups, blah, blah, blah. The one is called Body Party. It's a bunch of bad bitches that fucking sing and rap and they skate, and it's just so fucking cool. And yeah, Chloe China, I'm saying it again, get your ass over here. Because especially, I feel like she's the type of bitch that's always looking for artists. Chloe China.
We got 1,000,001 artists.
We got 1,000,001 artists.
Who would you not want to see walk in here?
Kevin Spacey.
No! Protect your booty hole.
Oh my god, Diddy.
No Diddy, guys.
Everyone's talking about it. He's like, y'all want to come to an after party? We're like, no.
I'm like, yes, no, what?
Is there money? Hey.
Is there money in drugs? Yes. No, but back to what you were saying about being nervous. Honestly, I wasn't nervous today because the last one we kind of had like a test run. So the last one we kind of figured out the do's and don'ts. So I was kind of really confident in going into this recording for today, the UDTV. Welcome back, this is us. But yeah, no, I was very excited and maybe like a little bit nervous just because you never know what the night will bring. But really just excited to see everyone here again. Like, I was thinking about it today. I was talking with a friend, and I was like, you know, it's crazy to see how much we have all grown, and like it's kind of funny that we have like our little assistants. They like carry our equipment around with us, and I'm like, we used to be fucking lugging that shit up and down the stairs of the meat locker. Who shall not be named?
We come here, we just walk in, and not even on no cocky shit. It's just nice, like, you know, like. It really makes me feel like somebody.
Right. I feel seen.
Yo. I think downstairs is calling.
Oh no.
We gotta go.
Oh no.
We gotta go. No. We gotta go. Hold on. We're getting a call. You guys, we'll be back. See you soon. Good? Yeah. My friend.
Hello.
My
we're
friend.
live?
Yeah, we're live.
What's going on? Hello,
My
people
good
watching this
sir.
right now.
Right. Introduce yourself.
Oh yeah. My name is Suo, also known as Suoik Snaknu, on all platforms.
Shout out you for having the pronunciation, because I'm like,
I would read it. I mean, people called me everything under the sun. They would call me like Susio, Sukanuku. Yeah,
Jesus.
like
I think you should fight those people.
Swakanu. Like they call me everything.
Swakanu. Nice, but we roll with the punches.
Yeah. That's why I just dumbed it down to Suo.
But how you been, friend? Your second time here as a career coach. How we feeling? You have any people talk to you yet? I heard last time, you didn't have so many.
No, actually, last time it was a lot more traction than today. I think, but today I haven't been around the table as much, only because just walking around, catching up with people. But a couple people did stop by this time, and say what's up to me. Yeah, it's awesome. Some people come ask genuine questions about where to buy cameras. Or like they're having trouble shooting in like darker settings. How can they fix that? Or how did they get known as a photographer? Or like stuff like that. So it's been really cool to answer questions and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like off the top of your dome like your favorite question so far?
Right now, I think my favorite questions are probably the more intricate ones, like how to get footage off of a VHS camera and convert it to digital.
Okay.
I think those are my favorite questions right now.
That's good shit. Yeah. Cause fucking show me how. 'Cause even the new age technology. I recently got this camera, and I'm like, I don't.
It looked
know
nice. I was
nothing.
admiring it before. I was like, man, this is a little bulky. It's nice.
People like the camera. If you're like an artist, a lot of people do know it, and I'm just like, I feel so unworthy because I'm like, yes, please help me. Like, show me the
it's
fucking
nice.
ropes.
It's nice. I like it. It looks like a professional grade camera, so that's good. That's good.
But yeah.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, fucking how have things been with the art? I see recently you were, what was it, auctioning off some stuff, and it didn't go so well.
Yeah. So the art from the floppy drives art show, I mean, when the pieces were fresh, I was selling them and stuff like that. But during the art show, I wasn't announcing that I was selling them. So obviously, I can see why people didn't try to buy anything. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? Let me sell them, And I tried to just, pitch them out there. Some of them, unfortunately, since I only have my bedroom for storage, some of them fell over, got a couple scratches. So I tried to lower the price like significantly. And they just weren't going anywhere. And after a while, I was like, you know what? Let me auction them off on eBay. Post it online, see what happens. And I realized like maybe like a lot of people don't really use eBay the amount that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because, oh my God, eBay has gems. By the way, I want to say that eBay has a bunch of gems. If you haven't shopped on eBay, do it. Like there's so much. Yeah, there's so much good stuff on there. So I was trying to auction it off for $1 at the starting price. But even with promotion, well, I mean, I half-assed the promotion, I'm not going to lie. Nothing really fell through. So I was like, they're taking up space in my room. They keep falling over, getting more scratches. As longer as I kept them, they were becoming more worthless. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just dispose of them, So I left them outside the front of my house. And I think within the first 2 hours of them being out there, they were gone. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, like people took them.
Nice.
Literally, I went outside after I dropped them off because I had to return the keys to a rental car. And there's this Hispanic woman or Hispanic mother who I actually knew because I knew her son and shit. She was looking at them and she was reading them and she was like, oh my God, such beautiful words. And then she was like, these are yours? And I was like, yeah, I'm just getting rid of them and stuff. And she was like, oh, for free? I was like, yeah, like, take them. I was like, I don't really care. She was like, oh, my God, thank you. She picked 2 of them. I believe she took blue and red. And she just, she just took them, yeah. And something that touched my heart, too, was as I was waiting there, after she left, another lady walked by. And she walked by and she kind of looked at them and she was like, these are such beautiful writing. She was like, I wonder who would leave them there. And I was just like, that one put a little salt on the wound. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, at that point, like mostly I was like in the stage of acceptance. It was like, it is what it is. I didn't want to take anything like personally. I was like, they didn't sell. That's whatever.
What do you think like your biggest lesson is from the situation? Like, obviously, if you did it again, what would you do differently?
I think prints and frames now. I don't know. This might be a little controversial, but I believe prints and frames might be a thing of the past. I think there's a specific crowd that looks for posters and pictures to hang up their wall. So I don't want to like not acknowledge that. But in terms of like bigger pieces, I feel like they're definitely harder to sell unless you're like one of those artsy people that has a studio in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the biggest lesson I learned was to transfer my art onto something more, I guess, wearable, And it's funny because I've had this idea in the past, too, where I wanted to make art pieces on one-of-one T-shirts. Like, I wanted a design printed on a T-shirt, put that T-shirt inside of a frame, and then that's the piece. You know what I'm saying? It gives it more value because it's something to wear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like jerseys, like you see them hung up. Like
exactly.
I fuck with those. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So I guess that's where my mindset is right now. It's like I don't want to do paper, something that can like easily be broken, torn up, whatever, scratched up. I'm like, okay, let's put this on something that collectors would truly want and also wear. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically the lesson I learned.
Dope, obviously. Yeah, we all gotta roll with the punches. Another thing, very random, like a little sidetrack, but
Yeah.
recently I saw you on Instagram. You posted in your notes something. Hopefully it wasn't like, what the fuck is it? Not ironic, but
Yeah.
hopefully you weren't joking. Something positive about friends.
Oh yeah, the friendships are nice.
Yes, friendships are nice, and they are very nice.
Yes, yes,
Friendships
they
mean
are.
everything to me. What would you say, how do you think friendships and overall people have helped your creative process? Like, are there, even if it's not direct, if there's no muses, do you think, you ever heard the Beatles song, like, I get by with a little help
Yeah.
with my friend? Like,
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Do
That's
you
a
think
good
friends-
question. So I mean, with my friends, including you and Kayla, shout out to Kayla.
Right.
Shout out to the Cherubs.
If you don't
as
know,
a
we
whole.
know
Yeah,
this
as a whole,
motherfucker,
yeah.
okay?
In terms of friendships, I would definitely say my friends tend to see something in me that I don't see in myself, and it's like it's kind of crazy because like, in those moments where I'm looking at my art and I'm just like, damn, this is regular. You know what I'm saying? This is like subpar. This is intermediate. This is like middle.
Like body dysmorphia for art.
Yes, quite literally. Yeah, you're on point. My friends always see something that I don't see. You know what I'm saying? And I want to point out too, it's very bad to keep yes men around because you should always be acknowledged if you are wrong or doing something bad.
True.
But I feel as though the people around me, they give me a genuine sort of criticism, and then support me by saying like they've seen me do such amazing pieces of work that have made them feel something. And it's like hearing that, it's like, oh fuck, man. It's like I truly, like, I make my pieces and like I don't think of the aftermath of it. I'm just like, okay, I made a piece, done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it, it's out. And I don't really take into account of like what people see when they scroll down and see it, or what people see when they see it on the wall. And it's like, I think that's why I said that, because it's just like, and friendships are nice, man. The people who genuinely care about you and have the ability to also care about your craft as well. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Right. Yeah. Whenever I see you throwing events and shit, I haven't come to all of them, but I'm always like,
Oh my God. And I broke
On
my
it, on it.
freaking record this year. I did 4 events this year, hosted. It was crazy. I never done something like that before. It was something beyond.
and fuck it. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
overall, do you, what's the next step?
Next step?
What's Suo looking to do right now?
Right now, I don't know. Nothing's written in the stars yet. After the 4 shows, I felt like a big burnout. Right now, I'm just doing side gigs for some money. I guess right now it's just stick in the shadows, get my money together until I find a more solid ground to jump off from. You know what I mean? But nothing crazy right now.
Just on the journey.
Yeah, on the journey of freaking capitalistic life.
Dead ass consumerism. No. But as always, thank you for fucking speaking with us.
Thank you for having
Obviously,
me.
we love you. Tell the people who you are again. Shout yourself out.
So my name is Suo. I'm on Instagram, SUOICSNOCNU. That is the word unconscious backwards. You can Google me. Thank you. Shout out to Cherubs Talk. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Kayla.
This is
longtime
UDTV, but
friends,
thank you so much.
Always doing me justice, making me feel very special every time I come on the mic. Love these guys. Thank you. Thank you again.
Love you, bro.
The best.
You gotta fix that posture.
Yeah. So I'm using right now as the opportunity. I bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UDTV, the Underground Developmental TV show. To the left of me, to the right of your screen, my boy, please take a couple seconds, minutes, so that people know who you are and where you're from.
I bet. So I'm Kurotaro. I'm originally from Hudson County, New Jersey, literally next door to this venue, next downtown, Harrison, but I'm staying in Patterson now.
Oh yeah. So, Kurosawa, we have talked one time before.
Yeah,
On when I decided to bring Ayoochill to UD back when UD used to be in the meat locker in Montclair, dude.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? It's been a while.
I'm doing good. I've been doing me. Completely did a 180 on my sound, but I feel like this is a much better decision that I've made as opposed to last year while I was trying to do what I can to like be popular, opposed to like doing what's right for me.
Hell yeah. You know, I think that's a big step forward as an artist because usually we go chasing. But, you know, I think the biggest thing you could do and the greatest thing you do as an artist is showcase who you are internally. You know what I mean? Who you
Yeah.
are, what you are trying to show to people. You know what I mean? Because then people could actually relate, you know? Like, for example, I'm not like a bang bang, you know, shooter rapper or whatever. So if I'm spitting that in my music and people are like, yo, dude, I've been through that too. I'd be like, not me.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
got you.
you know, you are a regular here at the UDTV.
Yeah.
You've been many interviews before. You've done many, been on a camera many times before. I've seen you at so many of the shows. I don't think I've ever been to a UD show that you have not been at
Yeah.
personally. So tell me something that you have never told anybody else, not your friends, not nothing. Share with us something about you that you feel like people just might want to hear about that you just haven't really come out about.
That's a difficult thing because like there isn't something that nobody knows that people might want to know. I mean, I'm the type where it's like I got nothing to hide, so I don't show everything, but I show as much as I can. But for this purpose, I feel like the best way to answer this question is that I also go to college.
You go to college.
Yeah.
So how's that experience going to college and also coming to something like this where it's so free form and it's just everybody's kind of just being themselves? Because college is almost feels like, I don't know about your experience with college. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself. But when I was in college, I felt sort of confined in a certain way. But luckily I was in the music program, so there were people I could open up to. But it was almost like when I left that music building, I was in a whole different group of people who I wasn't as open with.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I've already found my people and they're in a similar niche as like to where you can go, like, for example, here for. So whether I'm in college or whether I'm here, most of the people that I know make music or do some form of like creative passion or niche. I don't know the best way to describe it. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now.
Well, it's okay. You can take your time, dog.
But yeah, nah. No matter where I go or no matter who I'm around, I mean, I've learned this now. I gotta be around the right people, and I feel like right now, I've met the right people. They're on, I guess, my timing per se, and I feel like I can relate with them the most because one, they're creatives, and two, some of the like roadblocks they be going through as creatives as well. So. Yeah, I mean, I have some friends that aren't creatives, but, you know, most of my friends right now, to this day, are creatives.
You know what? I think this is a great segue because I feel like this is a topic that I've actually been talking about even in my last interview that I did here.
Oh, okay.
Finding the right people. You know,
Yeah.
What does that mean and what does that look like for you?
That I can answer this question without trying to even come up with an answer. But to me, finding the right people, in my definition or in my interpretation, is that the right people don't gaslight you, feel like you're forced to do anything with or for them. And also finding the right people is being able to open up with them with full confidence without them running off to another person and spreading this shit like it's high school. That's what I found. That's my version of finding the right people. Also loyalty, too. Loyalty. Can't forget that.
Word. So it seems like you've gone through a journey of going through people. Have you gone through getting rid of everybody in your life? And if so, like when you're detaching away from those people, number one, how do you do that? And how do you feel about it after?
So for me, I've only gotten rid of like probably at most a handful of those who did me dirty, for example, and like just wasn't really on my time in. And for me, the easiest way for me to do that is just one, detach from them completely or just cut contact. Don't even like hit them up when you're always the one like telling them or like asking them to hang out type shit. And another is like another thing I like to mention is one, it may be hard, especially if like you've met those who have like been with you since like day one, but also in the same instance I have learned that most people are temporary and the ones who'll stick with you will stick with you.
Word. Word up. You know what, Kurtara, I've seen you, I feel like the first UD I saw you at,
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, and I don't even think it was actually, you were at the Mad Mind show
Homestead.
in Homestead,
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah.
I feel like when you were at Homestead, you were a lot more timid, maybe a
Yeah.
lot more shy, not as, you know, like
Yeah, nah.
sociable as you are now. And
Yeah.
even your just way of expressing, the way that you dress, the way that you hold yourself, even the way that you're talking right now. You know, I have a question where it's like, how have you noticed your growth since then? And then
Yes,
what do you
I
accredit your
have.
growth to?
I have noticed this growth drastically, and part of it is definitely moving out from my parents' place. Cause back then, I used to get calls from my mother, "Where are you?" for like 50 consecutive occasions within a day. I'm over exaggerating it, but I'm just saying it would be more than like 5 times. And number two, it's definitely putting myself out there. It's definitely putting myself out there more and more. And also not having to rely so much on people for getting stuff done.
Word up. Well, Kurtara, we're here at the end of our podcast, but please let the people know where they can find you. Any shout outs you have, now's the time to let them know.
I bet. So if y'all want to find me on any music streaming platform, Kurotaro, everywhere. If you want to find my TikTok and Instagram, kurotaro.ptx, and Twitter, Kuro is broken, and YouTube channel, kurotaro.mp4.
Hell yeah. And guys, you already know who it is. Beto, a.k.a. Ayoochill, here at UDTV, helping them out for the day. Appreciate y'all. Go click the links down below, show some love, and we'll catch you on the next one, bro. Let's get out of here.
Bet.
My friend, another friend, Mr. Loquin.
How you doing, Gab?
I'm fucking doing great. I'm doing spectacular. Grimy tapes out now.
The grimy tapes, man. Yeah, that record, man, that record. I feel like so. Basically, I recorded 2 albums, back to back. I was recording my next album that's coming after the grimy tapes, while I was recording the grimy tapes, and yeah, I just went straight into explaining the
No,
project.
fucking do it. Do that thing. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, man. I just like that project is a real emotional piece for me. I feel like when I was making that project, it came from a real place of anger. To be quite honest with you, just as a human, you just deal with a lot of shit to the point where it's like, I could curse on here, right?
Of
Okay.
hell yeah, motherfucker. It's UDTV.
I've dealt with a lot of stuff in the last year, and when it comes to my rock stuff, I really like to kind of talk about a certain corner of that subject matter. And it got to a point where I was just like so angry that I needed to, like, every time I wrote, it was always rhyming. And I feel like there's 2 sides to my mind. There's one that wants to sing, wants to be a rock star, I guess just wants to, express himself in a certain way. And then there's another side of me, which is I'd say like the hip hop side, in a sense a younger me, because I started off with battle rap. And like this project really just kind of embodies that, like embodies those roots. it's an analog horror. I want it to be seen as like kind of like a found footage kind of thing, and yeah, that's the grimy tapes are out now.
Fuck with it, my people. You better go check it out. And I feel like a lot of your music, you know, you make some heavy stuff. Whether even if it doesn't like sound that way, or you know, whatever people will take from it, the subject matters and just the messages you portray.
Yeah.
Do you have any ways that, you know, you stay positive? Because obviously no one wants to always be in that mindset. Do you step out
Yeah.
of the artistry and
Um,
self-care?
I feel like for me, it's hard to step out of the artistry because the artistry is just me, you know? It's my life. So it's like, if a lot of the music is sad, then it's probably because I'm just, you know, it's just kind of a sad time. But
I ain't judging. We sad people.
You know,
the world's fucked up.
in terms of how am I able to be positive at times, I think the music is really the reason. Music is such a therapeutic thing, you know, like in a lot of ways it saved my life. I've said that before. And, you know, I feel like if I'm able to put my pain into song, turn it into art, then it could save somebody else. It could help somebody else. At least I hope it does that. You know what I mean? I could die happy tonight if I knew that, you know, my music actually like reached somebody and made them think to themselves, damn, like I want to be here tomorrow. I want to be here a week later. You know what I mean? Or shit, even I want to make a song too. I feel that if I can do that, then I think I'm fulfilling my purpose on this planet, you know? So, yeah, that's how I stay positive, is just remembering the mission.
I'm also curious. You got a song with, you know, your brother, another good friend of the show, Lumi.
Yes. Oh, yes. My brother, Lumi Day, is, I mean, I've spoken about him countless times. You know, he really much was the inspiration in my life when it came to music, since I was a baby, you know. So I feel like he doesn't like it, but I give him a lot of credit for, you know, me even, I guess, hearing music the way I do and things like that. But yes, we have a new song. It's called Golden Hour. That's coming out on my next project.
Okay.
Not sure on the name yet. It's dropping this winter. I can guarantee you that. Dropping this winter. It's a rock record. So we're switching the genres again. And this time around, I really wanted to delve into some different sounds. I wanted to go into a more futuristic record. I want people to picture this. This is the concept for it right now. Imagine a nightclub in space, and there's like an orgy in it. That's like the best way I could
fuck
explain
with
that.
Robot sex.
Probably a little crazy. Yeah, alien sex, all type of shit. And I feel like, and just imagine a DJ in the middle, you know? And I feel like that's kind of what I want that album to be, you know? It's kind of like a really crazy night in space type shit.
You know the ride. Wait, hold up. Not to cut you off. I feel like hear me out, a little inspo for like a photo shoot. Because you said
Okay.
DJ in the middle, and you know what I always think about? Like, I don't know, because you said space, alien, you know the rides at like boardwalks, carnivals, the fucking spaceship where you like,
Yeah.
you should somehow fucking like, that'd be fucking sick. If you got like a shot in there, just, hear me. I don't know,
Like
I
as
don't
the
know.
cover or as like
Let's work-
promotional content for it?
Promotional.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Why, like, low
Fuck
key,
with
that
me.
would be kind of like hard for me because I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like rides like that and theme parks, I'm low key a bitch. Like, I'll go on a roller
I'm
coaster.
not judging at all.
I'll go on a roller coaster.
Now I'm judging because I hate roller coasters.
Really? Oh, I mean, like I used to.
I'm so scared. I'm a bitch when it comes to that. The G-force in your chest?
Yeah.
No, I
I-
don't like that.
It's like for me, it's like, you know, I just kind of feel like I freak out while I'm in line. But once I'm on it, it's like you kind of just have to accept your fate. Like once it hits the top, you know.
True.
But
Lock in.
I don't know if maybe my perception of that will change now that I'm like an artist and like I've stepped in front of crowds, which is probably the most terrifying thing I've ever done. So maybe that would change my perception on some of those rides. Maybe I'll like face my fears a little bit. So yeah, maybe that will be promotional content, I hope.
We gon' hey, if you do
No,
it, maybe hit me
gonna
up. We can
find
do
out.
it together. Okay, we'll fucking
Ooh, that would
me,
be good
Jace,
content.
Kayla will be right there.
That would be good content. I still want to do the cooking thing y'all do, man, with food. I love food. I
We
love
gonna
food.
get to the SPZ was just saying we gotta bake some shit. So trust me, we'll
Can,
fucking all
can
get
we
in the
do some
kitchen
like mac
together.
and cheese related? I fucking love mac and cheese.
You don't gotta tell me about mac and cheese.
If
I'll
anyone-
do mac and cheese any fucking
Yeah.
day.
If anyone likes mac and cheese, I love you. Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you for liking that.
coming soon. Don't sleep on it. Lil Quinn, shout everything out.
My name is Lo Quinn. You can follow me on Instagram at LoQuinn_official. My music is on all platforms, but my newer stuff is on SoundCloud most of the time nowadays, just because I feel like it's a platform where you could really express yourself more, and I like that. I like the niche aspect of it.
The niche.
So yeah, Lo Quinn, Grimy Tapes out now. Thank you guys. Shout out to Cherubs and
We love ya.
UDTV.
You already know what it is. UD 30 motherfucking 3. It's your girl Kayla, and I'm here with my guest for today.
Justice.
And Justice, can you introduce yourself just a little bit further? Let me let the people know what you up to.
So currently I'm a wedding photographer and videographer. I also do a couple side businesses, like commercial and like marketing stuff for businesses more so.
Okay. When you say commercials, do you mean like for like bigger brands or just overall anyone who needs a commercial?
Like currently I'm like, I guess small businesses, like physical therapists, doctors, med spas.
Okay, like private practice types of things.
Yeah. Like pretty much any business that needs a video, I can get it done for them.
Okay. How'd you get into? Because I know most people, you know, they do videography, they do like small things on their own personal level. But how'd you get into doing like private practices and different businesses?
It's really just having conversations with people. You never really know who's doing what. Like, I got into a car accident, I needed a physical therapist. I chop it up with my physical therapist all the time. He told me that he needed some video done for his office because they were fairly new. I just extended that service to him, and you know, it's been good ever since. Same thing with my local dentist. I was just driving past. I seen that they just had a grand opening. I just literally just walked in, introduced myself, and you know, see if they needed any of my services, and just offered that.
Now, when you go up to them, like, what's kind of your pitch? Do you give them like kind of like a package deal, or do you let them kind of express what they want, or do you just take over and like, this is what looks good for you, this is what needs to be done?
For me, I learned over the years, it's like kind of have to add value to people, or value to what people are doing. So I like to show the value first before I charge people. So that might be a complimentary video, some tips that might, you know, get them more engagement on their social media, just anything I could give them that will create value for them, so they can see that what I'm doing is useful to them and obviously valuable. So after that, you could kind of like, it's kind of easier to charge what you want to charge, or offer them what you want to offer them, because they see that, you know, you're trying to help them out, and they just feel a little bit more giving, more so.
Right. Now, before you even thought about getting into like doing video shoots for others, what kind of videos were you doing for yourself? Was it more of an expressive thing, or just kind of like a hobby?
I bounced all around, photo and video. I started off in high school, like yearbook, sporting events, and then I kind of switched over to portraits, like studio sessions, like birthday shoots, creative shoots, and then I kind of got into weddings, because one of my mentors, that's what his business was. That's what I learned. Excuse me. And I just kind of enjoyed that. And then, you know, weddings have their off seasons. So I was looking to fill up my calendar, and that's kind of when I jumped over to like commercial and like social media content, stuff like that.
What are some ups and downs with working with these like different businesses?
I mean, it's a hard time for everybody right now. I feel like economy-wise. So some businesses don't have the funds to do those things.
Yeah.
So that's why kind of like what I said before, it like works so well, because now it's like I'm not just coming to you to just take money from you. I'm trying to
Right.
make you money first, and then kind of charge you for my services or what I provided you. So that kind of like I said, softens the blow of like that investment that they make, and then it just makes it easier for them to pay for my services.
Right. What are your favorite shoots to do?
Um,
Like ones you're like, yes, another birthday,
Yeah.
or yes, a wedding.
I like the commercial stuff. It's you get like creative freedom. I just did this commercial not too long ago. It was for like I don't know how to explain. It was like like the Yeti, like the cans.
Oh, like the cups? Like
yeah,
the-
yeah. So like he has like something similar to that.
Okay.
And then he kind of just wanted to be like as big as like Yeti, I guess. So
Right.
like he had like big ideas,
Yeah.
a big budget as well. So it was just
And
fun
you
to
were
work
like, yeah,
on.
like, that
I
was
could
my
just,
favorite
could just do
one.
anything. Yeah. So it's like when I get full creative direction, that's like kind of like when my mind or my eyes light up, and I was like, I'm just very excited for the project.
Okay. And then how, within all the mix of everything you do, how did you end up in UD's lab?
I actually teach at this school called Educate the Block.
Okay.
So a lot of the people here kind of overlap, like with the school, staff-wise, students-wise. So I kind of got the opportunity through them.
Okay.
So shout out to Educate the Block. If
Right,
you're looking to
shout
learn
out them.
anything,
Yeah, we're
media-wise,
familiar.
culinary, hospitality,
Mm-hmm.
just looking to get job training, definitely check out Educate the Block.
You heard the man. Check it out. Now, what are some of your pet peeves when you're doing your shoots?
Some of my pet peeves is just like, I guess extra people that's not supposed to be there, or like
Yeah.
that just have extra opinions.
Yeah.
I like to try my best to get like the communication done beforehand with the client, so we kind of pretty much on the same page of what's expected, what they want, like what their vision is.
Yeah.
So like when it comes down to the shooting day, and I have people, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It's like it's cool. Like I might implement it a few times, but now it's just like, here's the camera. You might as well just shoot it yourself.
Right, like here you go. Go
Yeah.
figure it out. With Educate the Block, when did you get into that?
I got into it last October. That was through an opportunity that I had, I guess, from a friend from high school. She said that they just needed an instructor for media and stuff like that. So I just jumped at the chance to do that. I love giving my knowledge to people, my past experiences, so people can learn from my mistakes and not make them. When I first started out, I was 15. Nobody really took me seriously. So I kind of just understand like where people come from when they just want to answer simple questions, or I'm sorry, want answers to simple questions,
Yeah.
or just want knowledge or just some type of insight. Because if I had that, I feel like I would be a lot farther, like in what I'm doing.
Of
So,
course.
Yeah.
What do you do you have any like future projects that you're excited to work on?
I'm about to do an infomercial for the school that we have planned, and then I also I have this. It's like a doggy daycare in Jersey
Okay.
City that like I'm trying to like kind of fix up to be into like some interesting like a commercial. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is some advice that you would give yourself, your 5-year, not your 5-year-old self, obviously.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, what is some advice you would give yourself then?
I would say just always pour back into what you're doing. Always pour back into your business. Me personally, I didn't really like make too many smart financial decisions. Like when it came down to like business stuff. So I would just say like always just pour back into your business. Always invest into yourself, and just keep like just putting the money back in, putting the money back in, putting the money back in. It'll just take you so far, and you'll just have access to so much more things that you wouldn't even think of. And it teaches you to be more disciplined with just everything. So I would say always pour back in.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Before we let you go, please shout yourself out. Shout out your socials, where people can find you.
So my wedding Instagram is the number 4 Everlasting Moments. And then I just recently created a page like for like passion projects, personal projects. It's Just Filmed It, JUSTFILMEDIT. So yeah.
Well, you know, UDTV at UD33. Tap in. Welcome back once again. You already know who it is. It's Kayla with UDTV, UD33. Once again, back at it. Who am I with today?
You guys are tuned in with Ibn Ali, man. You know what I'm saying? From Elizabeth, New Jersey. Born and raised, you know what I'm saying? Still keep going crazy out there, but I'm just here, man. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be getting interviewed, you know what I'm saying? Finally, get to say my little piece on what I've been up to.
Right. Well, tell us about your performance tonight.
Tonight, it felt really good. Like, the atmosphere was in the room. Like, there was a lot of energy. Like, honestly, like, I really just like seeing a lot of, like, familiar and, like, fresh faces at the same time. Like, it's, like I said it upstairs, it's like, even on the other interview, like, it's so exhilarating. Like, it's like, you never know who you want to see, who's going to, like, actually rock with your music. Like, who's just kind of going to stand there, like, face the whole time. Like,
Right.
it surprises you and it also, like, humbles you in a way. Like, but that's why I like doing this shit, because it's so unpredictable at the same time.
Do you have any rituals you do before you perform?
Besides, like, smoking and taking, like, a little shot just to kind of ease the nerves, because I
Just
feel
a little
like,
one.
yeah, that's a good one, right? How you say it? Like, it kind of never really gets, like, old, the nerves. Like, you kind of, like, I felt them before the show, like, when I got here, because I came a little late. I came later than I thought I was. But it was so cool because, like, it's like I said, I like unpredictability. Like, it's like, because it's like, all right, I can't control this, so it's like, let me try to, like, figure out a way to cope with this and, like, move forward. Like, it's cool. Like, nerves never die. Ask any performer. Like, it's always there.
So besides with a little shot of alcohol or anything it might be, what are some more natural ways you can calm your nerves?
I kind of just rap to myself. Like, I freestyle a lot. Like, even when, like, I'm at work or, like, when I'm, like, by myself, like, just randomly, like, I'll just hear a beat playing in my head, or I'll make one in my head, because I used to make beats before, like, I really started, like, focusing heavy on the rap side. Like, I always just rap to myself, because I keep coming up with new flows. It's practice. I always need practice. You never get enough of that. And, like, yeah, like, it'll always help me. Like, especially, like, if it's to a song I already know, like, I do that a lot. Like, sometimes, like, because I have so much, like, material, like, so much songs, I'll forget, like, words sometimes. So then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go off the script, and I end up creating, like, moments where people are like, that's not on a song. Like, wait, he's freestyling, but it's still on beat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, it's always something that I like to keep doing. Like, I kind of treat this like a game. Like,
Right. Just leveling up every time
yeah,
you perform.
yeah. Exactly that. 100% right.
Do you ever find yourself like in a creative block?
Yeah, like, I feel like this last winter was like a good time for me to really talk about this. Like, I was really, like, in a place where it's like I felt like I couldn't do nothing right with music, and, like, I couldn't really, like, get myself, like, off the ground. And I realized there was some kind of, like, disciplinary things that I need to really get right with myself. Like, I really needed to kind of, like, focus on being a better person in certain ways, and really kind of, like, trying to be patient with certain things, because, like, like, I seem like I'm a calm person, but I'm always really, like, antsy. Like, even as I sit here right now, like, you can see, like, the calmness in my eyes. Like, behind right now, I'm just, like, you know what I mean? Like, observing every little thing. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I brought up on. But yeah, like, yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry.
Nah, honestly, with me as well. Like, I always kind of find myself like almost feels like I'm stuck. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what the next step is or where to go from where I'm already at. Honestly, like, a way I ground myself to kind of just reconnect is honestly just like go outside. Like, a lot of people don't realize it's that easy.
Nah,
just
it is.
go outside. We were just talking with I forgot who I was talking with, but they were saying like an art walk.
Oh yeah.
Like, you
Like,
literally just go outside, go around the block a couple times.
I was gonna chime in and say, like, I really do feel like, Jersey born and raised, but I feel like certain parts of Jersey and certain parts of New York are, like, really good for that. Like,
Yeah.
like, I feel like the New Brunswick area is nice because it feels like a mini New York, but it's like it doesn't at the same time.
Right.
Like, going to different places like Montclair, even, like, there are certain spots in Montclair that are pretty nice, and just like the agriculture too, like nature walks too.
Yeah,
Like I really
100%.
fuck with that.
When did you get into music and being the creative soul that you are?
It really started like when I was young because I want to say that I've always wanted to make things, but I just didn't know how to do it. You know what I mean? And like I feel like I say like a clear answer, like 16 is when I really started. Like all this you see right now that I've worked towards, like the image, the skeletons, all that stuff, building that shit at 16. But even before then, like as a child, like I loved music. I loved like arts and crafts. Like I was a real quiet to myself kid too. So it's like that's all I really did in my spare time was try to figure out how I could get things to work. And yeah, like I said, like I started off with beats, but like once I kind of like figured like, oh no, wait, I could kind of rap a little bit. And like I'll tell you this right now, like the first time I ever like really rapped on beat correctly was to a J. Cole beat. I forgot what it was. It wasn't Power Trip. Oh, it was Rich Niggas. That song of Illuminati. Or Illuminati, I think that's what it is. Whatever. But the point is that like when I first like did that, I was like, yo, like it was like, nah, I gotta do this again.
Yeah.
And then I kept doing it and just doing it, and it was like, yo, it was mad fun. Like every single beat, I was just hitting that shit. And it was crazy because I wasn't writing either. Like I was just going off the dome, and I never thought I could do that. So seeing myself do that in like my earliest days, it gave me a lot of hope, and it gave me a lot of just drive to want to really send this shit like when I had the opportunity to.
Do you ever like sit back and just think of how far you come? And do you ever like have many self-doubt about yourself?
Always. I feel like you can't escape feelings. I've learned to try not, that's one of those things you just can't control. Like sometimes you get angry, sometimes you get upset, you get fucked up. You just get in a situation where you can't figure yourself out. And I've had a lot of that. Even when I was a kid, there was a lot of confusion about who I was because I felt like I didn't really know myself. Like I was always having to kind of be a chameleon in spaces that I was in because it was like a live or die situation, quite literally. Like, so I never really grasped that, you know what I mean? Like that who I am aspect until I feel like very recently, you know, like even as I like go through like stages and stuff, like I always discover new things about myself that I like and I very much like want to keep and excited and I'm just really excited on building on it. Like it's exciting for me to talk about. I can't lie.
No, yeah, I think especially at this young age that most of us are like between that that 18 and 25, like it's very much like another like developmental stage in your life where you kind of like you are exposed to all these different like backgrounds and all these different people. And I think that now is the time where people start to figure out what works for them, what doesn't, what they want to do, what they don't want to do. What are some of the things that you learned about yourself within the past 6 months?
That like I get like that I do have like some like because I did have anger issues as a child. Like I did kind of like tweak very easily.
Yeah.
But you know, like it kind of weared off as I got older. Like I mellowed out. Like you can even ask Ryan. Like Ryan's like my oldest friend, like one of my oldest friends. Like he'll tell you from like freshman year, bro, I was just quiet, angry all the time. But like once I really kind of just like I don't have to be like that. Like I don't have to do this. I don't have to be like I don't have to handle situations with like anger. Or like use that as a way to get my anger out. Like I use like art now. I work out a lot now. Like I kind of like try to keep myself fit mentally and physically. Like, and I really just did all this stuff like this past winter. Like I isolated myself. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and even doing that sometimes I feel like it's not healthy because like, as a person that is like in their head a lot, like that really does like make situations a lot worse than they seem sometimes. So I try to like at least push myself in the right direction whenever I feel like I'm going back down that path. Because I'm not gonna lie, like extreme anxiety, depression, like all that stuff will make me sit here and I'm a statue, like just a bunch of thoughts. So I really learned how to get myself out of that like this past year, and it's really like good to see because like in an environment like this, you need to be able to do that. You need to be mentally strong, and the energy it takes to be creative and to create is too big for me to really be caught up in situations that are just temporary, you know? And so like once I really started explaining it to myself like that, like I kind of got it. Like, all right, I don't got to do that. Like I don't got to react like that. If it doesn't go my way, that's fine. Like it's not, you know, it's for right now. It's a right now thing. Like
What is some advice you would give to artists who might be struggling with their music or their creative career in general?
Honestly, and this is me being brutally honest, like be an outside listener to your own music. Really sit back and be like, because I talk about a lot of personal shit, like in my song, like you can hear it. Like it's a lot of things that are just very much so like, I explain them so viscerally, but it's also like in time. Like you could catch it in time and I'm not beating you over the head with it, you know? So I really encourage artists, like, don't be afraid to challenge your music. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Like, I don't like this. You know what I mean? I do that all the time. Like, I don't like this. I'm going to just redo it. You know? Oh, this sounds cool, but I don't really like how I did this part. Let me just redo that part. You know, like, because it gives you so much room to be better. And I'm not talking about overthink and sit back, because too much of that is always going to lead to that.
Right.
So really, I'm not saying police yourself, but really just like be a skeptic. Don't be afraid to be a skeptic of your own craft, because at the end of the day, no one is going to tell you this. Like, no one is going to, no one is going to tell you to get better. No one's going to tell you how to get better. No one's going to give you their sauce because, like, you're hungry looking for a way to cook. You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure that out. And once you do, be humble about it. You know? Be teachable at the same time. Like, we all weren't born knowing it all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you can listen to my music, you can see how talented I am and all that, but I didn't know this shit when I first started out. Like, and I could say that just as, as a grown man. Like, it's just what it is.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Before we let you go, please let the people know where they can find you on social media, all social platforms.
All right, so I'm mainly active on Instagram. You can follow me on there at void.warp. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of like videos and little stuff that you guys could look at that I make myself. You know, I got an album coming out soon. It's called I Was Always There. As of this recording, I'm 70% done with that shit. So it's really not much left I got to do with it. Like, it's coming soon, so expect it.
Stay tuned for that. You already know who it is. UDTV, UD33. Get back at you.
Now we fucking live, and I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm lucky, and I got my friends next to me today. Okay.
I'm happy to be here, yo. It's been a little bit of time since I last been here, but you guys have been thriving.
Stop.
I'm watching. I'm loving it.
Don't flatter us.
Big
Don't
fan.
flatter
You know
us.
that already.
Yo. But yo, you yourself, you've been killing it. It's been a good month. Mad Minds, now UD. What's going on?
Yeah, first of all, before we even get in that, let me just show y'all real quick. I got my shirt out here. On the shirt, I got Mad Minds, and I got UD. You know, I'm trying to rep for the people that really making a difference out
Did you
here.
make this?
I didn't. So, Fair
Who
Warning
did?
Clothing got me a custom. This is custom, though.
Ooh.
Definitely custom made for me. You see me on there, the guys on there. But I just wanted to take an opportunity to shout out, some of the driving forces in New Jersey right now, giving people an opportunity, So, shit.
No, that's great. Shout him the fuck out. We were talking he was one of our first guests at Chain Link.
Okay.
And I was talking to him. He makes custom jewelry, and he's the owner of Stokeville in Montclair.
Yes.
And he fucking kills it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was telling him, he keeps us fresh. And, like, that's what we also need. And, like, the underground, the fucking creatives, the artists. We
of
need,
all types. Like, the creatives need to be in a situation where it's not just the artists. Like she said, it's not just the artists as far as music, the producers, engineers. It's about everybody, even down to just the consumer. Like, you're a part of the creative process by telling us what you like, what you don't like, being honest and giving, feedback. So I feel like everybody plays their part. And even speaking, like, we did a skit in his in Stokeville one time. So, like, he definitely gives back to the community and allows us. He let us do that for free. He never had to do that. So, shout out Stokeville for real.
Right. Check these motherfuckers out. Great people.
They are great people.
But what's been up with you lately? The music? Like, what you been performing?
Well, like you said, I did just do Mad Minds. That show was awesome. I definitely had to come out and show UD some love. This show has been incredible, too, I'm just happy to see Jersey putting on. Really, I literally just been in a mode where I'm working on music. I got a lot of music that just came out. You see here, If Trippy Wins, We Riot, in all stores right now. Like, that's my latest project, and I put a lot of time and effort on that. So, we're working on music videos, working on photo shoots. I've been running my advertisements, and it's been working. I'm not mad at it. So it's literally just been in the lair trying to make a project for you guys either by the end of this year or to start off the next year.
Right.
Give
we
'em
need
some.
that expeditious.
I appreciate that.
You've been talking about, or you just said, you've been doing some advertising. It's been working. What specifically have you been doing?
Well, I've been doing some research and I realized that a lot of what they would consider industry standard is for streaming services is Spotify. For social media, it's Instagram. So I've been just like doing a lot of research, working with some dope media marketing teams, trying to just put myself in a platform to, because you know what I feel like is I worked really hard on getting the ability to perform and make music of this standard. So I really have to put money into allowing all ears to listen and I want people to hear and tell me what they think. So I've literally just been running some Spotify ads and all I can say is working. Artists out there, make sure you guys are doing your research because we live in a different game right now. And although the music may be extremely good, like at the end of the day, it's like us versus the algorithm. You know what I mean?
I was just going to say, it's all about these algorithms and they're constantly changing too. And it's like you got to keep up. So if anything, keep doing the research, like, oof.
Honestly, and just stay consistent. What I like to say is just, at this point, you got nothing to lose. Don't hold on to anything. Just flood the gates. Let us get everything about you. Just stay consistent. Keep putting stuff out, and don't think too much. The process should be fun still. You shouldn't be putting too much thought into every post you make. Like sometimes people just want to see your personality. They just want to see who you are. Put a
Really?
face to a name. So yeah, definitely just put everything out. Don't
Right.
stop. Don't wait.
Invest in yourself, truly.
Absolutely.
Right. Put yourself in front of new audiences, and there's
You
no
know?
doubt
Exactly.
you'll find your people. But chilling. Last thing. What can we expect from Trippy? You said you got the new project coming out, but like, what's next right now? What are you doing when you get out of UD? You've seen this place come and go. Like,
Of course.
how has this most recent chapter in UD like inspired you?
That's actually an excellent question, by the way. As you said, yes, I've honestly, it's starting to become like really cool to me because my first time ever performing at UD was actually UD 5, and we're at UD 33. So like, we done seen a whole movement, and we're creating a new movement, and to see the community still grow while simultaneously still having all the alumni and all the people that have been here since day one and so forth. Like, it's really just beautiful. Like, I'm just happy to be an artist in Jersey right now because what we got coming next is amazing. And like I said, I've been biding my time. I've been working hard. I've been crafting. I feel like I'm in the next era of Trippy, the newest era of King Trippy. And I'm really working hard to make sure that I could just keep evolving and that every time you guys see me, you already know it's going to be a great show, but you don't know what to expect next. And I feel like I've been doing it. I don't know. What would you say? You were at Mad Minds, right?
Yes. And you kill it as always,
you.
That's why I
Appreciate
hit
you.
you up that one time. I was like, Trippy, I need your help. I know you can help me.
Man, that's still, honestly,
And y'all
that
really
goes
did.
down.
Y'all came through.
as one of the best performances I ever had. Like when you were on the stage, both of you guys were on the stage, and like just bringing the pinata out. Like I talk about that all the time. Honestly, that I've been to a lot of
I'm telling my
performances.
kids about that if I haven't. You should.
No, you definitely will, and tell them all about that. But yeah, that performance was great, and I really want to thank you again for just having me on the show. You know, it's always love. You ever need me, give me a call. I'll be there. I got y'all.
Thank you, yo. We
Appreciate
got you.
you.
We got you too. That's what this community is about.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shout it all out before we let you go.
Yeah, before we go, I want to let you guys know, thank you again for talking to Cherub Podcast. It's your man, King Trippy, and we got a lot in store. Make sure you guys are checking it out. I'm definitely going to keep you updated. If you really want to know the most first, I say check out my Instagram. That's King Trippy Music. Once again, King Trippy Music. I'm going to have new projects coming out, and if you want to listen to a little bit of a preview of what to expect, like I said earlier, If Trippy Wins, We Riot is out on all platforms as we speak. Check it out expeditiously. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, no, I got it. Please, stop fucking calling. Stop. Hey, guys. UDTV. We're back. with our friend, Senor Chain Link. The Chain Link. How are you? Introduce yourself to the guests.
I'm Chain Link or Link. I'm the owner of Stokesville. Chilling.
Stokeville, Montclair, New Jersey. If you don't know it, fucking check it out. Good shit. I wish I was wearing one of your pieces. One of my favorite pieces is the teeth that I have.
Oh, the tooth choker, yeah.
I am a teeth ass bitch. I love teeth. And I just recently told him to hit you up about that crucifix piece.
Yeah, that one's OD.
Needed that expeditiously.
Yeah.
But tell the people about what you do, how you started.
Well, I just started out like actually working under the old owner of Stokesville, and I just like made jewelry for the shop and like ran it sometimes. I was the manager, and then I just like grew to a place where he didn't want to do it anymore, so I just bought it from him, and I just been hustling since then.
That's so sick. You really like climbed the ladder. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I was like maybe like 20 when I started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I'm 25 now for reference.
Okay. So in a 5-year fucking span,
Yeah.
now you're a goddamn owner. That's like dreams come true.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's chill. I like doing my own thing.
And then you sell pieces here at UD now?
Yeah, for sure. I've been selling at UD for a little bit now, for a couple years. I feel like the crowd really likes the chains.
As do I.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Do you still make jewelry super frequently, or do you find yourself more busy in other like managerial things and other things now?
It's definitely slowed down a little bit in the creativity outlet just because I have to do like, the typical business things to keep it afloat and whatnot. I do all of the back inventory, the social media. It's a lot on my hands, but I do find time in the shop when it's slow just to like make what I want.
And within like the past 5 years, have you seen like trends come and go? Have you like started, let's say like when you first started with like jewelry and stuff, have pieces changed? Has it been consistent?
I mean, I feel like if anything, it's just like the change has been that I've noticed that people want like really sturdy material, so I've really upped my game there, and I sell like mainly stainless steel now. And someone even told me like they ran over their bracelet with their car and the clasp just fell off and I had to fix it. Like it was
Nice.
still intact. Yeah.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Even that big fucking coffin piece I have, I was like worried at first. I'm like, is this gonna tarnish? Is this gonna? To this day, going strong, And it's always like the pieces that I bring that that I've bought from you. Everyone's always like, yo, that's fucking sick. They're like attention grabbers. They're really like statement pieces.
Yeah, I like something unique that like isn't something that's like, kind of like riding off of someone else's work. Like I feel like a lot of the jewelry brands online do.
And another thing I will bring up, very fairly priced.
Yeah, I try to keep it as cheap as I can because I know it's hard out here. Like,
The people, we fucking appreciate it. Sometimes even coming to an event like UD can really like, tarnish somebody's pockets. They're like, fuck, now I gotta find out how I'm gonna eat for the week. But we do
Yeah.
it because, it's about the art, it's about the love, the passion. Right.
What do you find most rewarding on like finally having like your own business and doing? I'm assuming your love and your passion is making jewelry. How does that make you feel? Like, do you have a day you feel proud of yourself? Do you feel accomplished? Do you want to do more?
It's like I feel accomplished, but just like any artist says, it's just like I feel like there's always room to grow, so I'm always striving for that. So I just feel like, there's always room for growth.
We growing.
We
showing
constantly.
our
and
PPs.
always.
Not show. Don't show your PP. Don't ever do that. You're gonna get arrested.
Don't show your PP or anything else
right.
on camera.
Consent, my good people. But
No.
Miss CC Camacho. But yeah, we need people like you. You're like, you're like very valuable in this community, and I fucking appreciate you with all your fair prices, your dope
fair
jewelry, like.
And I appreciate all of y'all. Like they be coming up to my table, showing love, and it's just like, yeah, I fuck with it.
You keep us fresh. Thank you, senor. Is there anything you want to shout out?
Shout out all my friends who helped me out with Stokesville stuff, even though they don't have to.
Right. We need our homies. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Chain Link.
Thank you guys.
UDTV.
Oh, yo, watch out for them recording too. My bad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UDTV. I'm here with my guest to the left of me, to the right of your screen. My boy, please take a couple of seconds, minutes. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
My name is Trey Budden, Mr. 07305. If you don't know the face, you know the motherfucking name. I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, and I'm one of the up-and-coming artists out of New Jersey.
Hell yeah, bro, dude. I got lots of love for Jersey City, man.
I'm saying.
Lots of love for White Manor, lots of love for Ringside, the whole downtown area.
You seem very familiar with the Jersey City
Hell
area.
yeah, bro. You got the Heights, you got
Yeah.
Greenville, and you
Oh.
got the downtown. Hell yeah, bro.
How are you so familiar with Jersey City?
Bro, because I got some family from out there, yo. So I got family that live in the Greenville.
Oh, so you one of
now.
us.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say one of y'all, but I definitely got a heart. I can't rep, Jersey City as much as
Okay.
I want to, but I can definitely say I got a heart.
You've been around.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, because
Jersey City adjacent.
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay.
Because I got family that live right next to Schneider too, so I know how y'all get down.
Oh, so
dude.
you right there.
yeah,
You
bro.
in 07305.
Hell
All
yeah,
right, I
dude.
like that.
Hell yeah, dude. So tell me, dude, you've been an artist. How long you been pursuing this for?
I've been pursuing this for about 5-6 years. Officially, I was writing before that, but my first track was probably dropped in like 2018, 2019. So since then, I've probably just been grinding, just working. You know what I mean? Just pushing out as much as I can.
Word up, yo. So what inspired you to get into this?
I mean, I was a very my family really promotes therapy. At the time, I wasn't getting therapy, so at the time, I was just making music to really get my thoughts on paper, really get my thoughts together and stuff like that. And I was always good at writing, so it worked out. I kind of excelled in writing, so it was why not? You feel me? But once we realized that we could actually make money out of it, it could really be a thing. There's really a career there. Then that's when we started to take it more serious than we did before.
Word up. And you know what? Jersey City seems to be a huge collective and
Yeah.
almost like a huge city for art, for people who are creating art, not only in the space of music, but also in the physical space too.
Mm-hmm.
The downtown area has exploded between the last couple of years. Now it almost seems like a go-to destination for not only people from Jersey, but also people coming to this from the city to Jersey City.
Yeah.
What would you say has led to this boom of art and this renaissance of music there in the city?
I feel like the art's always been there. You know what I mean? I can't speak on, what really boomed it, because at the time we had people like Redman. You know what I mean? We had people like my dad. You know what I mean? Albie. We got people that really rep for the city, and it's been going on since damn near hip hop started. You know what I mean? It just gets really blown under waters when New York is right there. So then it becomes a difficult conversation, a difficult competition. But if you really sit down and think about it, Jersey City had a couple heavy hitters for a long time. It's just a matter of keeping that up. And I feel like people don't really promote that as often. It's kind of more of a Jersey staple instead of the area specifically. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So you had mentioned there two names. You mentioned Redman and Albie. Is that Albie?
Yeah.
Word. So can you expand a little bit on your inspirations for music and who you look up to when it comes directly from Jersey City people?
Directly from Jersey City people? I mean, I've been around a lot of artists around me. You know what I mean? So my inspirations are a little different. You know what I mean? I haven't really had the opportunity when I was younger to delve into the Jersey City music scene, just because I was a little ignorant when it came to the rap scene. So I wasn't as, I didn't grow up on Redman. I had to get informed about Redman because my dad, obviously, he's gonna make sure I know my history. You feel me? So he made sure I knew about Redman, and he made sure I kept up with the Jersey City scene. And Albie is one of the biggest people coming out of Jersey City right now. So it's certain people you just can't miss. But in terms of my inspirations, I got people like Kurt. You know what I mean? I came up with Kurt. So our story is a different story. You know what I mean? People like Petey. Shouts out to Petey. Yeah, shouts out to Petey. I got my guy Petey with me. But people that really influenced me directly. You know what I mean? People that were there when I first started rapping. People I needed in a time where I was getting nice. You know what I mean? I was getting busy, and I just needed a solid team around me. So at the time I really only had Petey and Kurt. And then that boomed into me meeting people like Samad Savage. That's one of my inspirations. Shout out Samad Savage. A bunch of people coming out of Jersey. You know what I mean? It just inspired me a lot to see other people grow. and other people do what they got to do in terms of music and all that.
So in a world right now where we're in, where hip hop, rap just seems to be super oversaturated with artists. I mean, rightfully so, since right now technically hip hop is pop, rap is pop. What do you feel makes you different as an artist, and why should people listen to you instead of listen to, let's say, any other up and coming artists out of New Jersey?
I am not pop at all. I feel like that's really the difference between me and like when it comes to other rappers and stuff like that, because the term is no longer rapper, it's more of artist now. You know what I mean? The term is no longer like gritty, hip hop, competitive. It's not that anymore. It's artists, melodies, vibes. You know what I mean? And I'm all about vibes. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, but I like to tell a story. I like to be gritty. I like to be more aggressive on a song. You know what I mean? Like my real inspiration is inside of like the game. Like if I really was to like sit down and think about it, if I was to think of a sound, would be like Benny the Butcher. You feel me? Like Meek Mill on good days. You know what I mean? Like more aggressive, less pop, more raw. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's really what makes me different in a climate right now in Jersey specifically.
Word up, word up. So what kind of people do you feel like could relate to what you're putting out there?
I'm a really emotional guy. I hate to say it. I'm one of the more sensitive buttons, you know what I mean? So a lot of my songs are about like just life stories, like losing my grandma. I got that in a couple of songs. Coping with that, dealing with that, grieving, leaving a relationship, trauma coming out of a relationship, you know what I mean? Growing up in Jersey City, how that lifestyle was, you know what I mean? So I just talk more to people that could relate in that type of environment or in that type of situation, you know what I mean? I'm not really like if you're happy and you want to listen to some shit, click my music, you know what I mean? If you're going through something, check me out. I'm a trauma guy. I like to trauma bond, and that's what my music is.
Hell yeah, dude. So a question that I always ask people who are coming from Jersey, and I feel like it's always strictly towards people who are dealing with hip hop, because I feel like it's so hard in general to make it, quote unquote, in Jersey.
Yeah.
What struggles do you feel like you face as an artist coming up in this game?
Damn, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
Thanks, dude.
Some of the struggles I feel like I face, I don't know. I just feel like Jersey isn't as like unified as other states look to be. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say they are. I can't really speak from experience. I can't really speak from knowledge. But other states, if they see another artist really doing what they're doing, it's not a matter of popularity, stats, X, Y, and Z. It's if you're nice, let's come do something. Let's come make something of it. Just because the love for the city, just because we want to build something, just because we're the scene for the city. You know what I mean? And Jersey doesn't really have that. And I feel like it really puts me on a super back burner in terms of like trying to get that type of support, just because my father is already like where my father is. You know what I mean? So in terms of like just being able to build those relationships, that's a really big struggle in my city right now. I mean, I'm not going to say people don't support, because people definitely show love, but is it to the point like New York is? Nah. Is it to the point where Philly looks to be? Nah. You know what I mean? So it's like, once that get better, the music scene is going to get a lot better.
Word. You've obviously seen how much your dad has excelled in his life, in his career and everything, the ups and downs and everything. What do you think are the biggest lessons that you've learned from him and his journey as an artist?
Be able to walk away and be prepared to walk away. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams, a lot of people in power, a lot of offers you're going to get, and you just got to be prepared to walk away, because if you walk in just ready to take anything, ready to take a deal, ready to take an opportunity because somebody's handing it to you, you know what I mean? You're going to put yourself in a situation, unfortunately. And even if it's not immediate, it's going to come to a certain point. So just make sure that your head's on right, really have people that you start with and keep those people around. But at the same time, make sure you're very cautious when you're maneuvering around these different offers and these different people and people that see value. You know what I mean? So that's one of the biggest things he made sure to teach me.
So besides that, you talk about the people around you, the people who are surrounding you and everything. What is something that makes someone good to have around you, part of your crew?
Oh wow, this is a great question. So I don't do like everybody I have around me grew up with me. So it's like I understand their intentions are a little different. You know what I mean? And that's after like picking apart. Like we really going through some shit. Like it's not no like regular relationships, like regular friendships. Like these are people I really had with me, and I keep those around. In terms of like meeting new folk, I'm always open to meeting new folk because you know what I mean. I always got to be open to work. But in terms of like my team and the people who I keep with me on a day-to-day basis, I try to make sure those are people like I know 100% are solid with me, and that's probably why most of the places I either show up dolo if it's a spot I trust, or I show up with somebody I grew up with. So my view on things is just a little different.
Word up. Well, my friend, we're here at the end of the interview. I want to thank you so much for your time. Please let the people know where they can find you, your Instagram, any shout outs. Now's the time to let them know.
All right, cool. My name is Trey Button. Again, Mr. 07305. If you don't know the face, you know the name. You can find me on all social media platforms, all DSPs at Trey Button. Go ahead and check out my music. I got a single called Understand Me coming out soon, and make sure you look out for that. Appreciate you guys for having me. Deuces.
Appreciate y'all. This has been UDTV.
All right, you already know what's going on. It's your girl Kayla. I got someone very special to the left of me. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
My name PD, the GOAT, Mr. 07305. Nah, chill. My name PD, the GOAT, though. Mr. 201. I just made that up.
Right. So actually, me and PD have met recently. We're actually studio neighbors.
Right.
He has something coming out with
She
the
be
NJ
hating.
Studios. Little tip for y'all. Keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
But let's let the people know what you do a little bit.
I'm a songwriter, producer, engineer, and I own a studio. And I'm a good vibe, and I give back to the community. And I just want people to be better every day. Word.
So you write your own music.
Facts.
You engineer your own music.
Facts.
And you do it in your own space.
Right.
How many people you know could do that for real?
I don't know too many people. You feel me? I wear a lot of hats or do rags.
Oh. Well, do you ever feel very like vulnerable in your work? Do you ever feel like
Vulnerable?
Yeah.
All the time. I feel like, but like for me, like I don't know how to talk to somebody. So like the only time I could like express myself is in the studio or like when I'm creating. Like I feel like it's easier for me to tell a beat that I'm sad versus telling you I'm sad, if that makes sense. You feel me? So yeah, I'm vulnerable, but it feel better for me. Like I feel free when I do it. So I don't know.
And how old were you when you made this realization that music was your way of expression?
How old was I? Damn, I don't know. I was probably like 15. Why you laughing? I was probably like 15 for real though, for real. I was like 15.
Do you remember that moment being like 15 or however old, like, damn, like I just need to get some way, like what was that moment that clicked, like I need to get this on the track?
I remember one time I was younger than 15. I was like 11. And my mother, she came into like the hallway and I just started crying. I just kept crying. And she like, what's wrong? And I just kept crying. And I didn't know how to tell her what was wrong. And then later I went and wrote in a notebook, like I just cursed my brother out. Like I was calling him mad names and shit, like rapping and shit. But that was the first time I'm like, yo, Leah, I like expressing myself, but I don't like talking to people because like I don't get nothing from it.
Yeah.
But when I put it on the song, it's like, all right, I'm releasing it and somebody else can relate to it. And it's like, all right, I let it go. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
No, I feel you the same way. Now, I've never been very musically inclined or even could hold a note or anything like that. But I could paint, and I could paint,
Fire.
feel emotions through colors and things
That's
like
fire.
that.
Yeah.
So I might not be like, Ma, look at this painting, is how I feel, but it was a way for me to get things off of my chest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you had said studio for now?
I had a studio, damn. I've been recording people since like I was in high school, so like since like 2015 for real, 2014, 2013. But I used to do it for free. Then I started charging people over time. You know what I'm saying? But What I was about to say. Oh, but yeah, but I've been like professionally having a studio for like since COVID. I quit my job during COVID and then I opened the studio. So since like 2020, 2021. Word.
What do you think? What do you find most challenging in working with other artists and creatives in your studio?
Most challenging when working with other artists as an engineer.
Yeah. Because you record for people as well, like, right? And yeah. So
trying to just get them out they comfort zone. Like a lot of people come there, they know what they want to do already, but like when they come to work with me, I got a different vision. Like I hear what they doing, but I feel like I can make it better. So I'm like, trust me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you comfortable and you've been doing it that way, but like if you do this, it'll take it to another level. So just try and get people to get out of that box. You know what I'm saying?
what are some things you tell people to get them out of their box?
Just come to the studio by yourself and like try a beat you wouldn't normally do, or like talk about something you wouldn't say every day, you know what I mean? Or do something you didn't hear yet. Like stop trying to make a drill beat that everybody did 100 times. Do some new shit, you know what I mean? Challenge the spectrum, you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
No, yeah. You're trying to make sure that they're not being all mainstream and they're being unique in their own way.
Yeah, be authentic, be yourself.
With still keeping it like fresh as
right,
well.
Right. It's a way to do it, you know what I mean?
Have you worked with anybody, no names, that you were just like, bruh, come on?
Hey, yo, yeah, hell yeah. But, you know what I mean? I let them cook up.
Right, you gotta let people work
Yeah,
regardless.
it's their safe space. So I let them cook up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word up.
Is there any future projects you're looking forward to?
No.
No.
Nah, I don't really listen to music like that. Like, it's weird. Like, when I'm in the gym, maybe, but other than that, all the music sound the same. It feel like soulless. So it's hard for me to, like, get an attachment to it like how it used to be. So if I listen to music, it's like once in a while just to get into the vibe. But I don't really be listening to music like that. It don't get me excited like it used to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like a lot of people, everybody wants to do something, and everybody wants to make a song. Everybody wants to get in the studio, but not a lot of people have that substance or even that feeling or soul in their music. Do you feel like there was a certain year where music just died? Like you feel like nobody even does anything? I feel like me personally, I feel like anything, like the newer stuff is like, it's getting back into it, but I feel like after 09.
09. That's deep.
Yeah, like after 09, everything just went like,
Word.
There was no like feeling. Like, you ever listen to like Jill Scott or like Alicia Keys, like you listen to that and you just want to sing your whole heart out.
Yeah.
Like anything after that, I don't feel that way.
Nah, yeah, music don't feel the same no more. It's missing that. It's missing that soul. People just doing it because it's easier access to it. You know what I mean? I agree though. After like 09, 2010, it started dying. But then recently, it's like, yo, that shit just feel like people just doing it because they know they could or whatever.
Exactly.
I feel you.
How do you think people can tap in and get that soul back into their music?
Be themselves, stop trying to be other people, or stop trying to be what they think is cool. They even dress how other people dress already. Like, I feel like in like those years, it used to be like 10 artists that was lit, and each artist was different. But now you got like everybody got their own favorite artists, and people similar. So like it just I don't know, it just don't make sense. Like before they used to have like A&Rs and people who like took artists and built them up to be better. You know what I mean? But now they're just throwing them out there, and all it's about is IG content, TikTok content, or whatever. It just feel like microwave. It don't feel like soul food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that way too. Like I feel like now all these like newer artists, no names, I'm not gonna step on anyone's toes, but like
that's crazy.
These new artists, like I feel like they're just trying to be like influencers, content creators. They're not really trying to like really express their like emotions or like even their life stories through music. There's like shake ass, fuck somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Like people don't realize like you gotta like the artist. You like the artist more than you like the music. And if it's the other way around, the artist's not gonna last. You know what I mean? So it's about whoever you are. Like be true to yourself. You know what I mean? And then everything else gonna make sense after. Type shit.
Well spoken.
Type shit.
Well, What sets you apart from other engineers? Why should people work with you?
Cause I'm fire, yo. Nah.
You heard that? Tap
Nah,
in
chill.
with
I'm
your
humble
boy.
as hell. I'm humble. I'm just playing. Nah, I'm just, I don't know. I'm just real. Like, I relate to people on a real level. Like, I'm not just trying to get your money. Like, if you ever come to me like, yo, I don't got that much bread, PD, but I need a session, I'll be like, all right, let's get it. Like, I'm just trying to make music. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make the best music possible. I'm not trying to kick you out. I'm not trying to rush you out your session. I'm just there vibing with you. I'm like a ghost in your brain, just helping you make your vision come true. You feel me? And a lot of people just try and get their money or make themselves look better. I just want you to be the best you. You know what I mean?
Is there any way you think you could improve on yourself?
Is there anything I can improve on myself? Hell yeah. I need to be better at like socializing and talking to people and being on time and not procrastinating with my own shit. I got a list of shit. Yeah, I could be better. Hell yeah. Every day I try to be better. And I need to lose like 30 pounds. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. Well, before we let you go, is there anything you want to let the people know? Even shout yourself out, give them a little advice.
Yeah, I just want everybody to know Trey Button is my little bro. Nah, my name PD and I'm the GOAT and I'ma always be the GOAT. And one day the world gonna know I'm the GOAT. And yeah, 201 over everything. And follow me at PDPXK and PDX Craze. And yeah, it's lit. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking with us. And
For sure.
we hope to see more from you soon.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you for joining us on UDTV.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UDTV. Shout out to Kurt Donovan. Shout out to Sesh House for having us today. To the left of me, to the right of your screen, my friend, please let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I'm Nick Wallace, from West Milk, New Jersey.
So, Mr. Nick Wallace, funny enough, I haven't really seen anybody perform today, but when I decided to go up the stairs to the main floor to chill for a little bit, I saw you up there doing your thing, and you know what? I can't help to notice that every time that I see you, you are dressed to the T. And what Gab was telling me before is that you're podcast royalty, and I feel like you're really showing that to the people tonight. Can you tell me a little bit about your fit today?
All paint. It's my pimp suit, what could I say? I'm fucking pimp. And I just had to embrace that.
So would you say where you grew up in West Milf has taught you anything about being a pimp?
Fuck. Just getting out of here. You gotta get out of here. You just gotta see the world. You gotta go outside. You're not gonna fucking learn anything if you just stay still in your hometown. You know what I mean? Didn't learn shit from that. You know what I mean?
Right.
School sucked over there.
So speaking about getting out and learning things, you've obviously been around a lot of places. I've seen you in many places. What have you learned from getting out of your hometown and just getting out to different events like UD?
A lot of opportunity, like that's I want to rephrase it. We're blind to a lot of opportunity that sits right in front of our face that we don't realize. There's a lot of moments that we run into where if we do a certain thing, we capitalize and we're sometimes pretty well off of it, but we don't like make the move or the right decision for whatever reason. So I think it's always like worth to like be on your toes and like just take advantage of every opportunity and try and see those opportunities that others can't see because those are the big ones. You know what I mean?
So moving out of your town, looking for the right opportunities, all things that you've spoken about that are maybe the right moves. What are some things that you think artists do that are the wrong moves?
They don't have fucking jobs. They're broke. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. These people are broke. They don't have jobs. They go around and they'll hop on podcasts. I'm a fucking artist. What? Like, I'm really not no music, and you're fucking not. You're not, and a lot of people aren't realistic. Like, I think that, me personally, I think that the best way to approach this shit is to have a bag to go along with what you're doing. Especially if you think that you're putting out good content, music. Like, you should want it to get to the most people possible. So you should put it into legitimate marketing, legitimate promos, and also just self-image as well. And just be set. Like, I don't want to be in my mom's house.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to get the fuck out. I want to have my own life. My priorities, I feel, are a lot different from other people that I run into sometimes. And I honestly got to distance myself from those people because, like our goals ain't the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's no growth. There's no growth in that. Like, just waking up, looking yourself in the mirror and saying, oh, I'm an artist and I'm great and I'm this and I'm that. Because in reality, there's a million of us. You know what I mean? Billions of us that do the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? What's going to actually set you apart? And the truth of the matter is not much will. You know what I mean? You got to give yourself the best chance to succeed. And in my opinion, money talks. And I think that money talks very loudly when it comes to music. These people come up with big facts. They don't just come up out of nowhere, very ever rarely. And then when they do, they fall off really quick. And why is it? Because they have no fucking money. That TikTok check hits a little bit too late. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. I think you gotta be good regardless to be good in this music shit. And one way or another, regardless of how you get there, right? You just gotta be good regardless. Make sure that you're set and your people around you are set.
You know, I think the financial discussion between what artists are willing to put in to their craft tends to be a sensitive subject with a lot of artists.
It's broke. It's because they don't have the money to fucking put into it. Right? Like, if you're making $3,000 a week, you're not gonna fucking worry about a $700 music video. But if you're making $700 in a week, you're gonna complain about that $700 music video. Like, you should work your ass off and try and get your money up so you can do these nicer things and invest in yourself. Like, that's a big part of what I do this as well, right? Like, I put a lot of investments into myself every day. And that's what it's about. And I know a lot of other people can't fucking say that. Genuinely, they can't say that. They don't put in the work to be able to.
You know what? And it's crazy because I was actually, just before this, I was just having a conversation about, financials and artists and how much they're putting in. Shout out the Sabrosa podcast there because we were just having a conversation about this. And, I feel like there's people who are in this who want to make this their career. And I think there's people who are in this for a hobby. And I think there are people who are in this just for shits and giggles. And I think wherever you fall into those three categories is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Because like, for example, me, I've dedicated myself to podcasting. I've dedicated myself to interviewing people. I used to be releasing music like that. But now for me, it's just shits and giggles.
Your priorities change.
Yeah, my priorities change. So when I release music now, zero expectations. I just do it for fun.
And that's how
I try to have fun with it. I'll perform here and there. It is what it is. But if I really wanted to invest into becoming an artist, then I'd make the same investments that I've done into my podcast. Because at this point, with the podcast, I've at least spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on getting better mics, getting better cameras, getting a nice set, evolving, exactly. And so that's what I kind of feel like that's why I kind of like connect with what you're saying. Because I feel like, but even if you're a hobbyist,
like, and don't get me wrong, like, if you want certain things out of certain things and you know what you want, that's completely valid. And nobody should ever give a fuck about how you feel or what you say, right? But it becomes different when you say that you're something and you're not putting in the work to be that to be that something necessarily. You know what I mean? And I think it's completely okay to be a hobbyist. I definitely was at one point.
Yeah,
and I definitely was one of those people at one point that did it the wrong way and was like, I'm just gonna focus on this music shit, do a show, every fucking weekend, to every open mic. Like, bro, who gives a fuck about every open mic that you go to? What is that gonna actually do for you? Get a job. And I had no bread. But everybody that I talk to do the same fucking way. You know what I mean? So you just gotta, I feel like if you're taking it serious, you gotta do different. You gotta step up.
So I want to pivot the conversation a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely.
Because we were talking about how you are podcast royalty here at UD, here at UDTV right now.
I'm flattered.
What is something that you have never said to anybody that you'd be willing to share with us on the podcast right now?
What the fuck even comes to mind? I don't know, I'm a pretty open person. What if I Uno reverse it to you?
You can Uno reverse it to me. I don't mind. Something I haven't told anybody. Shit, that's a good question, bro.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to fucking answer that.
Well,
does anybody else like have an answer for that question?
That's a wild question.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking wild.
Thank you.
I can give you like more than you need.
Dude. That was a good question, though.
Thank you.
That's a great question. I'm not knocking the question. Just fuck. I don't know how to answer that.
Well, why don't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll come back to that later.
We'll come back to this at another podcast, but why don't you leave me with this? What is something that you can remember when you were little that inspired you to start pursuing music?
My uncle had this picture on his wall. It was like Christmas. I had to be like 4 or 5. And it was him with like a mullet back in the 80s, and he was like with a guitar, and he was like, oh, or like he was like, you know, doing a pose or something like that. And I like thought it was really cool, but I also made fun of him. And it's a really vivid memory in my life because he had long hair, and I was a kid, and I was like, he looks like a girl, and he was like, it's rude, and I learned my lesson obviously, but that kind of always stuck with me, and I was like, huh, and like I kind of like just found out that like music's been a part of my family through a couple generations, just here and there, and I was like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm not supposed to take it serious. When I got to COVID, that's when I thought about that. So I was already writing and shit like that, but wasn't thinking anything. But yeah, I guess that memory like is kind of like something that I always come back to. As stupid as it fucking sounds, you know what I mean? I know it's dumb, but like, but that I guess that's what I think about. You know what I mean?
Well, my friend, we are here at the end of your interview. I'm so sorry that it goes by so quick.
Oh nah, it's always a pleasure.
But please let people know where they can find you, your Instagram, your socials. Now's the time to let them know.
You can find me anywhere and everywhere. I'm always in your hearts. At Nick Wallace on Instagram, Nick Wallace on Spotify, every other streaming platform. I appreciate the fuck out of you. Appreciate it too. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, I hope everybody does well. Peace out.
And guys, you already know what it is. Ayoochill, aka Beto, here at UDTV. Appreciate you so much, Mr. Nick Wallace. Let's get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UDTV. UD33, 33 shows out from UD1. That's crazy. Well, technically 32. I don't know the math. I'm not a mathematician. Anyway, to the left of me, to the right of your screen, my friend, please let the people know who you are and where you're from.
What's good, y'all? My name's Anixia. I live in Far Rockaway right now, New York born, you know.
Hell yeah, yo. So, have you been on the podcast before? Is that the rumors I heard, or is this your first time on here?
Yeah, but I don't know if they posted it or not. But
Damn.
it was a minute ago. It was like a year ago at this point.
Kurt, you're fake. Ashley, you're fake. I'm just letting y'all know right now. No, talk your shit, yo. No, talk your shit, yo. Just post it. Oh, it's posted? All right.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it then.
No, I'll never miss the opportunity to call Kurt or Ash fake. I love y'all though. I love y'all though. So, what brought you to UD today?
Kurt hit me up. You know, I performed on UD like a bunch of times. I don't know how many times, like 5. times now, like 4 times, right? Okay, so like 5 times, and yeah, they got the new spot, and you know they invited me out. I had to show love, you know.
Word up. So what kind of music do you perform? What's your style?
Honestly, like I'm pretty diverse with music. Like I did trap metal for a while, and now I'm trying to like branch out more, cause I do R&B, I sing, you know, like I have pop songs, I have mad unreleased stuff. Like I really try to do a little bit of everything, you know.
Word up.
Yeah.
So a question that I've been asking a lot of people here at the podcast today is kind of looking in at the journey of an artist and kind of talking about like the struggles and also the positive ways you can continue to move your career forward. What do you feel are like some of the things that you find that you struggle with most trying to become a bigger, more quote unquote successful artist?
I'm gonna have to say consistency. Like that's my main goal for like this next month, is to be more consistent with everything I do. But you know, I feel like, you know, a lot of times like things get in the way, and I don't like post as consistent, or like I could definitely be like on more of a schedule with things for sure.
Word up.
Yeah.
Word up. So do you feel like, do you ever get discouraged? Is that ever a thing that...
Absolutely.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about discouragement and what do you do to mitigate that?
A lot of times, like I get really overwhelmed with things, and like for like the first like a couple years ago, I was performing like every other day, like I was performing like twice a week kind of thing, and that kind of like burned me out for a little bit. But I do like, I feel like what's got me like back to doing it is like just understanding that there's a balance to things.
Yes.
And I don't have to do like all or nothing, you know, like it could be more, you know, consistent on the schedule, and like then it would give me more energy to like keep it up for a while, you know.
Word up. Word
Yeah.
up. So speaking about performing,
Yeah.
places like Underground Developmental, I feel like there are not too many places that actually exist like this that give artists an opportunity to come out, maybe as many vendors. Would you say that, you know, UD plays a big part in the culture here? And if there's anything else that you know, other shows that like, you know, happen, like what are your thoughts on it? And like, how do you think UD plays within our culture here?
UD is great. Like I've seen people gain such a fan base just from being at UD, because everybody's like super supportive, and it's like a scene that like people want to hear new music, like people want to like meet new people, and you know, like just catch a vibe, you know. But yeah, with UD, it's not just like performing. It's like you know, we're doing an interview right now. Like there's like mad stuff that they like can like networking and videographers and like plenty of stuff that I feel like is like beneficial for a new artist. And at the end of the day, like as I said, everybody's like mad supportive, so they just go up there and like people just happy to, you know, be there. Like they're just having a good time. So it's honestly like people's fan bases like multiply here, like for real.
Word up.
It definitely helped me in my career for sure.
And how would you say it would help you? What was the difference you saw between coming to an event like UD and beforehand?
What do you mean, like before I started at UD?
Yeah.
I was doing performances and stuff, but I feel like maybe the people in the crowd weren't like as like interactive, I would say. Like I definitely built more confidence at UD. Like back at the Meat Locker, like it was like I got more comfortable in the scene, and like, you know, people just mad supportive, so it was just like a lot easier to be myself. And yeah, because I'm honestly like very like introverted, so it's kind of hard for me to be like outside all the time. But when I'm up on stage in front of the people and stuff, like they're playing like the metal music and stuff, and it just ends up working. I don't know.
Word up, yo. And I think that's funny that you bring up that you're a little bit introverted.
Yeah.
And how you also explained too that UD is a place where you could network as well and meet other people.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to people who might also be like introverted or shy to come out here to actually go out and talk to people and perform in front of other people?
Go for it. Like if there's any place to like try to go outside and like meet new people, like UD is probably like the safer options because like everybody's just gonna be happier there.
Word up.
You know, the more people that are there, like it's just everybody's socializing and getting to know each other's music and shit. You know.
So, can you talk to me? You said that you used to perform a lot week to week. Can you
Yeah.
talk to me about that feeling that you get from going up there and what's going through your mind before you go up there, what's going through your mind when you're up there, and then what goes through your mind after you're done?
Okay, well, when I'm about to go on stage, like for like half of the day beforehand, I'm thinking about it. Like I get like anxious thinking about going up on stage. But it's like I've been doing this like kind of all my life. Like even when I was like really young, like at like 10 years old, like I was like still performing in little contests and stuff like that. But every single time, no matter how many times I do it, I do get anxious. Like I don't think there's like a time I just went up on stage and was like fine with it, you know. And I've like, you know, recently like been sober for like the past like year now.
Congrats.
So it's like, thank you. So it's like different to perform that type of party music without partying like that, you know, but it's, you know, but then when I'm on stage, usually after like, if the sound is good and like the music is like, the music is loud enough and stuff and everything, like it's very natural. Like the anxiety goes away. It's like exciting, like kind of thing. And when I walk off, it's just like relief.
Relief?
that it happened. And I made through it, you know.
Word up.
Yeah.
So, what kind of music would you say, like, what kind of music do you make, or it's a better way to put it, what kind of people do you feel would relate to the music that you make?
I try to make something that anybody can relate to. Like, as I said, like, because my music is so diverse, it's like, it's kind of hard to just have one fan base. Like, it kind of has to, like, split up. Like, I have EDM music. I have, you know, sad songs. I have party songs. Like, a lot of people that listen to pop music wouldn't ever try to listen to metal music. So I try to make something that, like, anybody could like or listen to or adapt to even. But usually it doesn't, like, cross over that much anyway.
Word up.
So.
Word up. So you said you do make sad music.
Yeah.
For example, like, what kind of topics are you talking about in your sad music?
I get real. I get real on the sad songs. I talk about, you know, like my life experiences, like, you know, just shit I've been through, like feelings that like you can't really describe through just words. Like you have to kind of like make a song for someone to really feel like, you know, what you're feeling and everything. Yeah, it's kind of like it's just like a frequency that people can't say in words, you know, that kind of thing. But lyrically wise, yeah, just life experiences.
Word up.
Yeah.
Do you have a song that you feel most proud of to date?
Oof. I think I'm gonna say It Only Gets Worse, because that one I spent a lot of time on. Like, I think it took me like 8 months for me to finally say like it's done. And like I went through 5 different producers like to do each part of the song. Like I really like composed that one. And it is also like close to my heart. Like it's something that like one of those songs that I feel like show a feeling that couldn't really be said in words, if that makes sense. And a lot of people that listen to it like, you know, relate to it too. So
What up?
yeah.
What up? Well, my friend, we are here at the end of the podcast. I hope I didn't make you too upset or anything. I hope that it was chill. I hope you weren't nervous anymore. I'm sure that we're cool now. I kind of wish it was a little bit longer. I like talking to you. I like your answers.
Okay.
So, my friend, please let the people know where they could find you, your Instagram, any shout outs. Now's the time to let them know.
My name is Onyxia. It's Onyxia. And my Instagram right now is ITS_Onyxia. All platforms, Onyxia.
Word up, y'all. And guys, y'all already know who it is. BETO, Beto, Ayoochill. Y'all already know the business. Shout out to UD. Shout out to Kerr. Shout out to Ash. I actually love y'all. I don't think y'all are lame. Let's get out of here, y'all.
All right.
this would be our first time interviewing with each other.
Yes, it is.
That's crazy.
Big crazy.
I'm very excited.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, tight beat.
Oh, and we motherfucking lot. Yo, another one. And that's what's beautiful about this community because it brings us together, and here
Bow.
we are.
Bow.
Mad Minds, now UD. Just
Yeah.
like my boy, King Trippy.
Shout out
Put me on the track, put me on
What
track.
a good trip at. Shout out King Trip. Yeah.
But yo, dance to this. Out now.
Was you dancing to this?
I'm not gonna lie. At least Mad Minds, yes. This one, I sadly was not there. I was locked in down here. How was it though? How was the crowd? How was we doing?
It was good. You feel me? We did what we had to do with, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. We did what we had to do. You feel me? We saw what was there and we came to conquer. You feel what I'm saying? Like we did what
As
we
we
had
do.
to. We did our job.
And I'm also curious about at least Mad Minds, this entourage that you had. Are these like your
Entourage.
close friends? Entourage.
That's the gang.
Yo, that's the gang. That's a lot of close friends to have. How many? I mean, obviously you can't. I don't think you can put a number on it. But how many do you think that was?
Like on Mad Minds or today?
You had another entourage with you?
Yeah.
You just carry these people around in your pocket?
You feel me? There's a lot of people that love Shug.
Yo.
I don't know. Like,
God bless.
You feel me? God is good. God is great. I'm forever in his good grace. People gravitate towards me. They show me a lot of love. I reciprocate. And that is the relationship I have with most people. So you feel me? Like if I ever ask for anything, which I rarely do, you know, come support the gang. You know what I'm saying? Support the boy. They pop out for me.
And they fucking did that. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I like, where the fuck are you in these people? You're fucking doing your thing. And I'm like, yo, and the shorties, they popped up, you know? Did you do that again for this one? Did you ask people to
It
come
wasn't
on?
enough people for that. Especially there was a very the women were scarce tonight.
It happens.
It does happen.
happens.
Not
You
that
get
I
shot.
care about that, but you know, my friend Daya, she likes girls.
Yo. Shout out to shorties that
Shout out
like shorties.
Daya.
Fuck.
Hey, yo.
But another thing, I feel like is like boom, boom, boom. Is this like for real? We talking like blood? Because obviously a lot of people say this. Miss Cece Camacho. I asked about you real quick. I was
Whoa.
like, yo, that's your friend. Da-da-da. She said that's my
Classified.
brother.
Yeah.
Like we talking blood?
That's my sister.
Like y'all got the same like.
That's my sister.
Or are we talking about like yeah like?
Mine ain't call
'cause
that
where I
Bible
come
when you
from,
see me, I'm white.
like everyone could be like brother, sister. Oh, that's my cousin. That's my.
That's my sister.
Like what we talking?
That's my sister.
Either way, regardless, great fucking people. Let's say y'all great people.
Great person. Amazing individual. Very beautiful. Inside and out.
I
My
love
sister.
her. I love her. She complimented me before, and like my night.
You know
turned
she don't
around.
be doing that, right?
What?
She don't be doing that.
Don't flatter me. Right
No,
now.
she don't be doing that.
I
she,
told
like-
her I'm a really fall to my knees. What do you mean?
You know how there's been countless people I've witnessed her roast for no reason. Like,
I'm terrified of that. I come from a family of roasters, so like anyone could catch it, and like that's why I just walk around and be like,
I'm trying to catch it, yo.
Thank-
She don't fry cook my
I'm
ass up.
humble. Please don't go
You look
easy
like
on
you
me. I'm
cook
a
somebody
sensitive
up.
person. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. If anything, I got a little bit of this for you. I don't know. My words, I don't know. I'm not so fast with my words. Yeah.
Tight
but,
beat.
It happens.
It be like that.
Fast with the words, you are.
You think so?
I would say.
God is good.
Amen. Nah, but the type of music you're making, you know, this is like, I feel like these are staples to like Jersey, New York culture. This is what the people are fucking with. How do you try to, you know, differ from the artists that are doing the same thing?
The easiest answer to that is to just do yourself. You feel me? So that's what I be doing. I just do me. I think about what this nigga's doing, what this bitch doing. I just think about what I'm doing. I do shit the way that I like to do it. I don't like to copy people. I take inspiration, of course, because that's what every great artist does. Art is copied, but through its emulation, you could always create something greater. So that's what I try to do. You know, I try to create something greater. Yeah, that was a long ass answer.
No. If anything, we need long answers, okay? We like to talk
Thank you.
here. This is what this is about, okay?
Yeah, I went to school. You feel me?
Yo, did you go to college?
I did. I dropped out.
You did.
We was talking about that before. Hey, I ain't judging. I ain't even get through the door, so you did better than me. But,
No, you did better than me. You have less debt than I do.
Damn, I will say, that's a big thing. I commend you. Fucking get through it. Yo, go stream this, man, so we can pay this fucking debt.
Yeah, no, play my music. I'm broke.
Please help us.
Type
But
shit.
thank you for fucking being here.
Thank you for
Shout
talking
it
to me.
out. What's coming from AKA Suge next?
We got movies coming soon. You feel me? Like we got things are in the works. You feel what I'm saying? It might not come right now, but definitely look forward to shit coming to you next year for sure. I'm tediously working on things, like tooth and nail. I'm losing sleep. I got bags under my eyes. I'm still cute. I don't know how. You feel me? But yeah, I got a lot of shit that I'm cooking up. I'm gonna try to do more shows. There's a lot of fashion shit going on. Shout out to the youth, Youth brand. Shout out to Organic Garments. Shout out to my niggas. Shout out Loud Pack Boys, Loud Pack Party. You know the vibes.
It's love.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
AKA Suge, AKA XSUGE, AKA Suge, Big Suge, not the little one. Gang, bow. Yeah.
Hands, cause we love each other.
Quiet on set.
And we kiss
I like these
under
ones.
the covers.
I like these.
You like what?
I like
Come on.
these.
Oh, the like arms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A beautiful night, a beautiful day to play with friends and others.
We gay.
We gay.
Get that one for Dr. Seuss, bitch.
Write it
Nacho.
down.
But we're here. Another one, UD33. I hope y'all had a good time. As we do. The next one, bigger, better. As we do. But thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, and I hope everyone had a great night. And I hope you tune in with us next time. UDTV.
Stay creative. Quick paper. Boom. Get him out. That's how you do it.
All right, ready to fuck out.
Yeah, right?
You shit fat though, I ain't gonna hold you.